Alrighty, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dwarf Fortress, the Steam release, and we are Frosted Mayhem Gaming. I am Vector.
I'm Amber. Sup?
Welcome in. So, this is the same world that our last stream was on. If you would like to go watch that, we have a YouTube channel.
The red platform.
The red platform. We will be calling it red and purple platforms for, honestly, our own safety reasons because they don't like each other.
Yeah, the platforms really don't like each other.
So what happened is I started a beautiful fortress my first time ever playing Dwarf Fortress, and it was running so good. And then a Swamp Titan decided to come up and destroy my entire fortress, and I couldn't get it back. So I decided to just go make a new fort and go and, enjoy stuff. And then that ran into problems because I couldn't get them to fill a cave with water to make mud to plant. However, now that I've given them a couple of years to find themselves out. Basically, I retired both fortresses. This guy down here, my original fortress, the fortress of Bloody Anvil, the Infallible, is now at approximately 100 citizens. And so is the other one that I just left, which is the Wealthy Vessels. Basically, and so I think I might end up going back to this one, because it is my favorite fortress. This was my first fort. I just wanted them to get rid of the stupid Titan. However, the one we are currently looking at is way down the map, way down here. We are building them a fortress. I might just build it, and once it's built and up and running, let the game play with it. So we have a farming area. I've cleared this little section out. Got a little pasture for my few animals right now. And then we are getting up, and this will be our trade depot. So I like to get the trade depot out in this front area so that when they show up, they have this nice little area. And if something attacked us, theoretically, my plan would be to wall this off and then ceiling over it so they'd have to come in and we could shoot at them from the gap here. But you never know.
And I'm here mostly as moral support.
Oh, it's late. So what you're seeing here is going to be the shield. This will be our training area for our military dwarves. What this is supposed to be. Currently, it's a stockpile because that's just where we're at.
They have to dodge the rocks.
Yeah. This right here will be the tomb area. We have a hammer, dwarf. Yeah, it's not beautifully made, but they're just one by one crypts. And then your more expensive crypts for people that like die to forgotten beasts and whatnot. So we're working on this. This was supposed to be the farm right here. But as you can see, we have stone flooring, and I have never done well with figuring out how to get them to actually do stone flooring. So we just went away with that and found some sand we can plant in. This will be dog training area, animal training areas. Meeting hall, bedrooms, and more room to expand. Crafting areas, and what's supposed to be our main storeroom down here. As you can see, we have built right next to an open space of lava. We are hoping, beyond hope, that we can get one of these areas right here and make a lava forge. But that is well within our future. For the very brief moment right here, we are simply getting these people to plant some stuff, make some drink. Because, honestly, that's all a dwarf needs. We are producing bins and beds and barrels and things so that we can fuel ourselves for the upcoming little while. I am going to expand this beautiful area here because I just want to give it some more space to do stockpiling. As I said, it's not going to be beautiful. It's not going to be the greatest of all time. But I am working on it, and considering this is in total the second time I've played, I probably have like 10 hours in Dwarf Fortress altogether. Just setting this up right here, getting this to what feels like the start of a possible decent fortress, is what I'm really going for. I'm not going to be the guy that, shows you the amazing hacks that makes you think, oh my gosh, this guy's a master at Dwarf Fortress. No, that's not what's going to happen here. I'm going to be that one guy that's like, huh, how in the world did he manage that? That's going to be basically the only question that you need to ask for my entire playthrough is, how in the world? In the meantime, we are waiting for late autumn, which should be when the dwarven trading caravans show up.
Sometime in the autumn. It may be early.
Maybe early, maybe late. I don't know. We're getting everything hollowed out. I unfortunately only do have one minor dwarf. I forgot to bring an extra pick. I really wanted to, but I forgot. I am going to take a moment to prioritize bedrooms, because I really want this guy to get to some bedrooms here. Because we need to have places where my dwarves can get inside. I haven't really even started making very many beds yet, but I still just want to have... I want to have a place where they can go sleep, Everyone needs a place to sleep. So we're gonna rank these bedrooms up quite a bit. And there's another reason we're doing this is in case we get a migrant wave. Because every once in a while, they just kick those on you very early on. And if that happens, I want to have some bedrooms ready. Because after all, it's somewhat cold out there. As you can see, you have all this snow. And I don't know how hardy dwarves are, but they're around magma all the time. So I imagine they're not very cold hardy if they're always next to fire. I don't know if it's just me, but a lot of things that have, really high fire resistance tend to be very weak against cold.
Like my dog.
Like our dog. Beautiful child that he is currently dying in our lovely 50-degree weather here. Not actually dying, he's inside and is a spoiled brat, so don't.
And under the covers.
And under the covers as we speak.
And dead asleep.
Yeah. He is perfectly fine by all accounts.
He just likes 90-degree weather.
He just likes 90-degree weather.
We recently took a trip to Florida and he stayed outside.
In the pool.
Honestly, even just outside when he wasn't in the water. He stayed outside in the 90-degree water, like a 90-degree air, like 50% of the time.
Oh, yeah.
And would just lay out there and sun himself.
Yep.
And then it's 60 degrees in my bedroom, and he shivers and whines and crawls under the covers with me.
Yes. What is that?
What is it? There's a pile of snow.
Snow-covered sparse mountain.
I don't know where it is. Flowers.
Mountain flowers. Apparently they are blooming everywhere.
Yeah, it is late spring, so yeah, that would track. My favorite is when it starts to be fall and all of the trees drop their leaves.
Yeah.
Because they do drop their leaves.
Speaking of the changing of things.
Oh,
So one of the big worries we have is the thing that happened with my first fortress. So as you can see, this guy is at space 34 is actually where you find your first lava layer, and then your open space at 34, which is where we built. And then it goes up all the way to 37 before you hit an open ledge into the world, right? Well, this is my worry. And a lot of people are like, oh no, volcanoes can't go off in, random times. They can't. Because at my first fortress, I was lovingly building this beautiful fortress, and we had to reload because the giant marsh titan killed everyone. And when we reloaded, a volcano can randomly choose to increase the magma layer by a couple of levels or decrease it.
Yeah.
Well, on my first fortress, it decided to increase the magma layer by 2 levels, which was enough to make it overflow, and it flooded the map. I had magma everywhere. Are you guys making drinks? Please tell me you're making drinks. Yeah, they're making drinks. All right. All right, we're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. Probably sounds less convincing when you have to say it 3 times in a row, but hey. Well, that's where we're at, folks. Okay, I got 5 more bets. 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, they had a few more than 5. They're probably being produced as we do this. Please tell me you guys are making more beer, right? Yeah, there's a barrel. There's some plum helmets. There's some more.
They're plumping the helmets.
They're making alcohol. All right, so that's what I was trying to make sure of, because we are at 30 drinks.
40 drinks.
And now we're at 40. All right, yeah. See, that's what I was going for, is really hoping that it was. All right. The one question I still don't really have a real answer for is how to make this sustainable. Because, I grow, and I would think when you grow something that it would then return enough seeds to continue growing. However, from what I've seen, it doesn't. So this is our list of dwarves here. If you can see this little list. We have our miner who has
it's a list for
been locked into mining because there's so much ground to undo. Some people will probably question the idea of making this big of an area and, having someone dig it all the way out all at once. And you'd probably be right. But at the exact same time, I don't necessarily know a lot about Dwarf Fortress, so should have thought of that before I became a peasant. Alright, we need a stone crafter. Yeah, stone crafter will make me a. I need to start making doors, basically.
Eternal door.
Yeah, I already got beds going down there, so now I need to make doors. Because
honestly, the truth of Dwarf Fortress is eternal door nation.
Yeah. It's just doors all the way around. Alright, it is now officially summer. So I don't think that this snow is ever actually going to lift. I was kind of wondering if summer would unfreeze the land, thaw us out, and I'm not thinking so. I don't think we're actually going to get out of the snow anytime soon.
Nah, it doesn't look like it.
That said, that's not necessarily such a bad thing. We are, we're still making it by, even if we're just, piddling around. We are still making it perfectly fine in the snow. So, I guess we'll just keep doing that thing. I am wondering if none of our ewes or anything are getting sick. So I guess they will be fine.
You don't care if it's cold.
Apparently that wouldn't have enough memory to remember if she didn't like it being cold, so. Unfortunately, that poor fellow there seemed to have a bit of a memory gap. As you can see, I am definitely focusing on plump helmets. And the reason for that is because they can be made into drinks. And so that is the number one. I am working on getting drinks. Alright, I should have a few bins by now. I do, but they don't seem to be in use very much, so who knows. I'm going to add a new task onto this because I would like a nest box. Not in there. Is it in here? Nope. Well, I guess it's the craft dwarf that makes the nest boxes, I suppose.
Probably.
I suppose it seems to be what it's wanting to do, so I will give it credit where credit's due, I suppose. We'll try to get some crafts. Is that a moose? That is a bull moose. He is clumsy.
Cool.
Alright, so I will have hunting in this area. Again, the original purpose of this fort is, well, basically what we're going to try to do is just sell Titan parts.
And survive.
So, yeah, survive and sell Titan and other parts. Speaking of them, we have 2 new lambs and 2 piglets added to the fortress. Thought that was a mouse. No, just straight lamb. I guess in reference, this is almost the size of a dwarf. Yeah, that's a really big cat, you know? Like, there's a full-grown dwarf male, and here's a cat. That image is not much bigger.
Yeah.
Alrighty, the rooms seem to be put up a little bit better, so we're going to see if we can't put some more beds out. We're out of beds already. That's okay. I think we have more than the 7 we actually need, so we're not going to worry about that too much. I'm just going to see if I can smack some doors on these. We don't have a lot of doors. In fact, we are out of doors. That said, I am still going to make these bedrooms because, well, they are not necessarily ready.
You can't make bedrooms without doors.
Looks green to me.
I think that is something has gone terribly wrong.
Bedrooms.
Bedrooms or dormitories?
Bedroom.
Oh, you're in paint, not multi. It is one bedroom.
What? What? Why is it in paint, not multi? I didn't press multi. Stupid. Yeah, just go away. Eh. Can I just can you just go away? How do I make you go away? You die. You stop. Okay, bedroom multi. Three bedrooms, great. Yep. Okay, you can't have them without doors. But there are beds in here. So, good on you. It is now solidly midsummer, so we indeed are not getting out of the snow. We do have another cat as well to the fortress. Welcome. There they go now. As you can probably see, a lot of my ideas for fortresses and these kind of things are a little bit ambitious. I have quite a lot of area cleared out here. The reason for that, honestly, is just because I don't know any better. You know, somebody might be out there saying, oh my goodness, he made this horrifying looking crypt and way too big rooms for all of these things. I don't care. Because I don't know better, and I don't intend on learning very much. I'm good being as stupid as I am. The only thing that really worries me about Dwarf Fortress so far is the fact that I can't directly affect something. Like, I can order my dwarf to go, you know, make drinks. But if they don't want to go make drinks, they're not going to make drinks. And they will eventually run out of said drinks, even though they have the ability to go make them. And or if a giant marsh titan pops up, there's not really anything I can do. I cannot make them, you know, able to kill it. You know, I can train them, I can get them ready, I can hope that I can increase their abilities enough that they can fight. But if that marsh titan shows up again, it's just going to wipe the new fortress.
It shouldn't show up again if that makes you feel better, because you're not in the marsh.
Yeah. But I'm also in a woodland now, so, you know, there's probably a woodland titan too.
Sometimes.
So, hope beyond hope that I don't have to deal with, you know, more titans for at least a while. I do want more titans. I do want to have more. And here we go. We have our first migrant wave. Welcome, dear people. So that was excessively stupid because, of course, they're not just going to pop up on the map like that. That's not how this works. All right, let's go see if we can tell who is new. This one's new because they are detailed as they have a quiver beside them and are apparently a hunter. So let's look at them for a second. We're going to let them run their processes, but...
I'm well. That's it. That's his only thought.
I'm well. He comes with an iron crossbow and some bolts and a quiver. So he is apparently doing okay. He is a competent swordsmith and marksdwarf. Master speaker. Great Grandmaster Poet.
That's fun.
And he knows quite a few things, poetic forms and poems. His personality is great creativity, natural inclination towards language, and a good intelligence and a feel for music. But an iffy memory and spatial sense. That's not really what I want to hear from the guy that we're handing a crossbow to. I'm just letting you know. But he is already hunting a bull moose. Like, this man went out and is taking on a whole moose here. And by the looks of it, he exits victorious because he's walking away and I don't see a moose. So.
He's walking away slowly. You should go see if he's carrying the moose.
Alright, where is he? Let me pause up here. Oh, he was just in this area. No, I don't know where he is. I guess I could just track him. Yeah, that's. No, hunter. Items. Moose corpse.
So, yes.
Did you bite it to death? Moose blood splatter, lower front teeth and nose. Just take the chomp out the boy. Bronze bolt strikes the moose in lower body. Firmly lodged. Strikes the moose. Strikes the moose. Strikes the moose. He got in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shots on this moose. So, all right, our next one is probably one of these guys. Unfortunately, I don't actually know because it no longer says new. But these two have no jobs, so I'm going to say it might be one of them.
Mm.
All right, what skills do you have? You are a proficient herbalist, adequate planter. Rusty in a few things, but does have surgeon and bone doctor. Poet, knowledge, a little bit. You got a little bit of everything. That's a decent dwarf. I mean, doesn't necessarily have any massive items, but pretty good. Herbalist, planter, brewer, cook, skilled hammer dwarf. You'll be added to the fortress army in a bit, probably. This is our ranger. This is the one that I brought with me, the ranger, and this is proficient in animal taming. Animal caretaking is competent, and we really went hard because I want to train some animals at some point. So that will be a processes that we will start working on. For the time being, I'm going to start moving some of my stuff inside, because I now have some of these areas that I can start working on putting my workshops inside. I had it all out there because it really just was the easiest to do, but I don't want to leave it out there. We are going to make one of those, a still. A carpenter. A craftsdwarf. And I can already hear people yelling about all the wasted space. But, oh well. I actually got this question asked to me earlier. Do I want to think about doing the construction better? You know, keeping the, planning the floor plans out better, that kind of thing. And I really thought about it for a minute. And I don't really want to put that much care into it, if you know what I mean.
Make it look natural.
Make it look natural, make it fun, make it whatever it is. Because that's what Dwarf Fortress I came for. You know, that's what about it that I was interested in was the I'm sitting in a hole with a bunch of random crazy people and I'm making stuff out of lava. You know, all this is based around a one wall thick area next to a volcano. Any moment we have a problem, we have a very big problem. So we will be doing a lot of stuff. We will be working with a lot of stuff. I just think it'll be cool, you know? This is just how I want to do things. For the time being, in fact, I will at some point change my mind and move everything around. But that's how it goes. When you're streaming and making your own fortress, that's what you get to do. Stupid stuff. All right. So I got the carpenter. What is an extra milk line? That's right. I probably need to get a magma forge and a furnace going at some point. So how do I do this? Forge weapon armor. Like magma below the forge will power tasks. You are responsible for putting it above magma.
Right above.
So this is why we put the fortress in the exact area we did. I am going to do a couple of things while I am thinking about them. I am going to shift over here. Those aren't built yet. This is a nice area. So this is actually what was supposed to be my stock room. And I think that I'm going to keep it that way. I think this will be a stock room. So bedrooms, meeting hall. What was this supposed to be? This was supposed to be the farm that never got built. So I don't have a reason for this building. I think I'm going to make this the animal area. Because I think animals are actually going to require a little bit more than I thought they were. A little bit more space than I thought they were going to. Okay, no access. I was hoping that somebody might have made one of these by now. All right. Kitchen. Still. Carpenter. Craft dwarf. Metalsmith. We do not have a stone worker yet. Which is what I am missing. That's what I was wondering. I'm actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this guy and I'll cancel its construction. Now I'm going to put the stone crafter in here. Not stone worker in here. And then I'm going to take the... So this will be our normal crafts. And then in here is going to be the big crafts. So we have the magma forge and the mechanics and the metalsmith. This will be the, the big core of the fortress. Oh, that Almost fits. Fits there. Mechanics, metalsmith. A screw press. A useful workshop for pressing liquids from various sources. What? A useful workshop for pressing liquids from various sources.
Olive oil.
Olive oil. Okay. Gotcha. Thank you. Siege workshop. As we can see, it is now the early autumn, and this is the once per year or twice per year save. So just give it a couple minutes. It will process. It will figure itself out. It just needs a sec. Now that I look at this, this is perfect. I didn't think it was going to be, but it is. This is perfect right here. Because this room is where I'm going to have my crafts for... Yeah, alright, I got you. Yeah, I got it. I got my thoughts. They're somewhat more organized than they were 4 seconds ago. That's good. Alright, workshops. So I have a stonecrafter, I have a metal, a jeweler. I don't have magma forge yet because I have to deal with magma. Mechanics, metalsmith. Don't need screw press yet. Siege. Ashery. Bower.
Bowyer.
I think that'll be the last one for this room. Bowyer. Crafts. Alright. So now we have these beautiful sectors being built up, and I do love that they're building them nearly all out of that blue stone.
Microclimb.
What she said. So I am going to start putting our stuff into these, getting them to make drinks in these buildings. If they can I would actually like to make a few wooden crossbows. Because if they do manage, if we do get some fighting or something we have to fight, I would like to have somebody that's at least getting ready for that kind of thing. I'm still going to put on some barrels because I think we just forever need barrels. Door, don't need door. That might be it for here. The people are here. Cool. So I am going to open this. We're going to go door, I think. Door. Nope. Wrong building. Nest. Nest boxes. Yep. New task. Rocks. I need the word crafts. Good man. Alright. You. Stoneworker. What can you do? Doors. You can make doors. Okay, now I'm gonna pause the game real quick because I don't think I have a diplomacy noble yet. All right, so broker. Here is my guy that I got for the broker. And while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and put this guy as Paul. I did not think that this herbalist was going to be my leader. Okay. All right, get my farms replanted. And get any goods I have available. So we are going to start with what do we have anything to sell? We have a cut gem already. So I'm actually going to put that up there because I don't think we're going to have a lot of gems. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's not supposed to be happening. Wine biscuits. They're using their alcohol to cook.
It usually means they're out of anything else.
Wow, I really don't have much in the sell department. I am gonna bring plants, pigtails, logs, doors. Oh God. I might need to cancel doors. There's 24.
That's not enough. That's not even going to cover your bedrooms.
I need to cancel bins. 2. A few too many bins for my taste. I'm gonna sell some of these bins actually. Beds, any beds worth selling? All right, barrels. I'm just gonna sell a few things because I need to make sure that I have enough stuff at this meeting to impress them so they'll come back next year. All right, we're gonna replay this. I'm actually going to go ahead and take down these buildings because they are now all inside. All of these buildings and their processes are being done inside and should be handled inside. In the meantime, I'm going to do some other stuff too. While that's processing a little bit and getting those stuff over there, I'm going to put some more beds out. As many as I can. So that hopefully I can get my dwarves actual rooms now. Alright, and then doors. And as far as the, the actual trading part of this goes, they will, for the most part, wait. They will wait at your trading outpost for a while, so while my people are getting everything filed away, it will be plenty of time. All right, there's some doors. We're gonna go ahead and zone it for bedroom. A multi. And that right there. And that got us some more bedrooms. So that should make a few people happy at the very least. All right. Where is my broker and why is she not here? She's conducting a meeting. I don't really need you to be conducting a meeting right now. Because they're no longer waiting on anything. Do I have any more uncut or cut gems? I do. Thank you to whoever is in there just cracking out cut gems. Diplomacy. I am liaison from Mountain Hole. Let's discuss your situation. There is much to share. Alright, what would we like in return? So, as far as what we would like, I would like all of the seeds. I might be good on weapons for now. I will take some bolts. Because we do have at least one guy that does have a animal. I mean, that has a ability to shoot. So I need all the drinks. I do usually like to take meat, but that might be okay for now. Plants, plant helmets. Ropes, barrels. I do like a few barrels. Maybe some sand. All right, I think that maybe a few buckets. I'm just getting a good few items that can, give me a little bit of space out here so that I don't have to worry about requesting it later. Also, hello to the one viewer that I see down in the purple platform. Welcome in. We do have a chat room off to the side on that platform. If you would like to jump into the chat, we do have the ability to read it. We might not respond immediately, but we will respond fairly quickly.
Hello!
Hello, hello.
I'm also here.
Yes, this is my fiance. We are a team with a couple other people, my father and whatnot. This is a family channel. And this is probably my 10th or 11th hour at Dwarf Fortress. Because I never played it before the Steam release. That was her thing. Alright, they need crystal glass musical instruments. Ooh, not doing that. Shields and bucklers. Alright, they want me to make shields and bucklers. Let's see if they cut any more gems. They actually have. Alright, someone move those things and somebody get the liaison down to the trade broker down to the trade depot, please. Have to take. Oh. And they are not valuing my stones as much as I thought they would. But it's still going to give me the ability to. They're very light items, so it's still going to give me a lot of gold to start the bargaining with.
Do you have anybody that's better at bargaining? Because 400 for a gem that is otherwise worth 1,000 is a complete and total ripoff.
I mean, as far as nobles go, I went to broker here, and
that's it. It's the only
negotiator, appraiser,
okay.
Persuader. No, I don't have anyone better. Unfortunately. Yeah, I it's her first trade. cut her some slack, let her get her feet under her, and we'll work on it. She's all right. She's all right. I do, however, I agree that considering the quality of stuff, I'm actually going to keep my gems now that I know that I can take this thing worth 6 and 100 and make it into one of these worth 1,000. So we're actually going to keep those. So we have to take 148 items off of their stock. I would like to get another pick. They don't have any of the same species in their cages, so we're not going to buy anything. I would think about buying if they had like, you know, 2 of the same animal, male and female. I would have thought about buying them, but if they really don't, then oh my goodness. Iron pick 1,000. I would really like a pick, and iron pick is a good one. But
I think it's a really high quality iron pick.
yeah, it's got those little marks.
Whatever that is. Yeah, it does.
I have a lot of space to go through, so
I'm just gonna tell you, they're absolutely ripping you off.
yeah, I know. But at the same time, I don't really have a lot to do about it, unfortunately. I can't really fight it much. I'm kind of have to just take what they're giving me, honestly. And get some leather so that I can make some crafts if any of my dwarves get a strange move. I have cloth as well in case anyone gets a strange mood. Bolts for my one poor guy here. Because he's doing his best, you know? And then prepared food. Usually I like to clean them out, and I'm going to again. Yeah. I like to clean out as much of their food stock as I can. I might have to go plump helmets. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be much else down here worth it. I am actually going to grab these, though. So I might have to put some stuff down, because I do want at least... I'm going to take the lesser quiver. Because I do really want a quiver so that I can think about... I probably don't need this many plump helmets. I'm going to back off on a few of these plump helmets. I am still going to get a few, though. I'm going to take off a few of the really expensive things. Just going to back down just a few items. Maybe these silver bolts. Yeah, silver bolts right there will do it. I'll figure out another way of getting bolts. Yeah, that did it. That gave me a lot of room. Leaves, I don't really know. Passion fruit. Fruit should be made into... It should be able to be made. All right.
I want to get an encore effect, but it's not.
So that's the difference in 10 right there is happy or mad. So that's basically as much as I'm going to be able to push it today, I think. All right. That should conclude our trading. I would like for them to give me better prices. They really are cutting me on this, but I am getting some good stuff off of them. So I'm not too upset. Wonderful. Thank you for your business. All right, so they're happy with that. They're good with what they gave us, and I'm okay with giving it up. So if they want to part with that much stuff, that's their choice. I do that all the time. I tried to move up and down the map by scrolling, and that's not how it works. I think I'm... This is a nice storage area. And it took up a lot of room. So I'm thinking that maybe I make this a storage area and this meeting hall. I think I'm going to do that, actually. I think that this is going to be our permanent storage area. It was going to be something else, but I'm going to make this our actual storage area. So I don't have a reason for a lot of diversity in the storage area. The only thing I want to exclude is seeds. Seeds don't get put here. I am going to exclude wood as well, actually, and stone. Because that takes up a lot of room. Anywhere you put it. And so, during the next little while, I'm going to take this guy and none and just put wood and stone in it.
I fixed it.
Mm-hmm. All wood, all stone. Now, this lovely place here. Right. So again, I'm still having the problem of not having enough seeds. I only have 9 seeds. I am about to move that inside because I don't want to have that much of a problem with it. And lucky for me, there's a nice little stone slab right in the middle of where I want to put my farm that will be perfect for putting seeds right next to the farm. All seeds. And you got to make sure to turn off buckets. If you don't turn off buckets, they're going to store into buckets. And apparently, Dwarf Fortress has a glitch about their buckets. And what it does is it causes you to put like 5,000 seeds in this one bucket and then never be able to get them out. All right. So all this is being taken down. All of our stuff is being handled. We have 100 estimated food and 200 drinks. So we have a lot of drink. So I actually think that might be our problem. We might be having too much. Well, no one's making any food.
Okay. You might be able to go out and edit your stream now. I put it in the Google Drive.
I'll do it next time.
Okay, but it is in the Drive.
Okay. She just made us a
Stream thumbnail.
stream thumbnail, so we will have a better stream picture next time we come up. If anyone's interested in watching some more. So I'm going to give them back control. They can continue playing on. In here, we are going to put up some more workshops. Because I want all the workshops. Want all of it. Why do you not have access to blocks?
Because you haven't made blocks.
What? Where do I make blocks at? Stoneworker? Rock blocks.
Block. It goes in the square hole.
It do. Indeed, it do. In the meantime, I am going to see about doing some other things. When you are a fortress owner, you do nothing but think about doing things for the fortress. You mean to tell me I have to map each one? I do. Alright, so I'm going to work on some floors here. Reason being, dwarves do like their rooms to have floors in them. So I am going to polish these floors out here and see if we can't get them just looking a little nicer in some of these rooms. There is plenty of things for my dwarves to be doing while I'm working on this. So we should not have a problem. That was the worst way to do a room, I think. Really? The bed isn't even down and it's already making me... Oh well.
This is the noodle I just ate, right?
So we're just getting some floors down because dwarves do love their floors in their well-appointed bedrooms.
Are you choosing the material yourself, or are you letting them choose the material?
Letting them choose.
Okay, it is going to be the ugliest floor.
Will they care?
I don't know.
Okay. Well,
because it's basically going to be friggin' rainbow color.
Yep. I actually know that.
Okay.
Alright, we just got our second migrant wave. We are only up to 12 currently. But it seems okay. Didn't I disband this place? No, I only gave it put stone and wood, right? Ah, doors. Let me just use up a couple of those. Oh, I can't build it in a place where there's already a building planned. That does make some amount of sense. Doesn't mean I like it, but it does make some amount of sense. All right. Double checking the red platform. We don't have any viewers on there. We still have our one viewer on the purple platform though, so we are still doing good. Still good, still good. All right. We have no plum pellet seeds. It's very odd to find out why we have no seeds. I don't know why we don't have any seeds. So I need a bunch of people to just start stocking things. There's a lot of things need to be stocked. I made this into a stock room. So that'll be my main stock room. So we should be pretty good. I made a jeweler already. We have that. Siege. Alright. Ashery requires blocks. That was something we couldn't put down before, right? Soap maker and ashery. Yep. Alright, so we are doing better. We are getting things along the way. Alright. So, we're going to go back into here. We're going to go butcher. Tanner. And so I imagine you can already see what I'm doing here. This is going to be my animal pen over here. And I am going to have my animal working supplies and crafting areas here. So anything that works with an animal will be right next to it. That does include one more kitchen, just in case I need to take from butchery to kitchen and immediately start cooking. That thing makes flour. I don't know. We'll work on that later. So we are just getting all of the shops put down. We will work on getting, all the stuff we need to make these shops work later. And we will get all of these shops working. As long as we don't get taken out by the secondary forgotten beast. But that's not the point. Alright, so now that they're doing this, I am going to also work on this lovely place down here. Why do we have my ass broken? Hello? Kitchen, prepare easy meals. Please. I actually would like to cancel the wooden barrel pass. And possibly the nest box tax. Nah. Rock door and rock blocks. We do have blocks now, so that is nice. Cut gems. Oh, we are going to have quite a few cut gems. We do have some bowers. I really was hoping that there would be more options in the bowers. It's really not as good as I was hoping. This is ballista arrows. Ballista parts. Because at some point, I want to make a ballista. Alrighty. Cat has a has adopted someone. We now have a cat adopting someone. That's always good news. I really would like for you people to find some seeds and plant more. I still do not understand why we do not have an appropriate number. of seeds for what we have. That
If you go back outside to the front of your fortress. Okay, so there's that big area, and then there's a little step, and then there's that area down there. One step, and then that area. You might consider putting an outside farm in that area.
Okay.
You might not be able to do it. Honestly, you probably will be able to do it, even in winter. Oh, look, it's fall!
That spooked the mess out of me, to be honest.
Because for some stupid reason, I don't think external crops have seasons attached to them.
Alright, farming plot.
So you very well might be able to grow. It's disconnected. There it goes.
That's not. Alright, we will have a farming plot up here.
And you can grow a bunch of different foods out there, like turnips, potatoes.
Sounds good.
Which, for the third time in a stream, grow on the vine in this game.
Door.
And spinach.
Door. I guess I can start dooring up some of these places. Door. Alright, I would also like to smooth the floor in what will be our meeting hall. Again, I'm not going to tell them what to make it out of.
Eventually, you might make a ring of precious materials.
Yeah, if I need
or
to.
like a spiral or something to make them really happy.
Yeah, I might make it something fancy. I do need something. I just thought of it, and I've already lost it.
Well, it apparently wasn't that important.
No, it was important. Alright, so I got doors, I got this, I got that, I got this. Oh, I need to put some of these down while I'm here. Good. So I think I can get you to stop making nest boxes for the time being. Alright, what do you do? Blacksmith forge. Armor.
Do you have an area where the turkeys can go in there?
I think.
No, I mean, like, are they assigned to a pasture?
Ah, they are. That is a very good point.
Because if they're assigned to the pasture, and if they're not assigned to the pasture, they're not going to go in there, because they both either will stay in the pasture or the meeting hall.
Alright, yeah, I assigned everything here for the time being, because...
Bring your pigs inside, probably, too. Those pigs are not grazers.
Okay.
They're really valuable.
Okay. Alright, so I will put my pigs in here as well. So, how are they going to find anything to eat in here? Do they just find something to eat?
Probably.
Alright.
I don't know. They don't need food. Probably somebody comes in and feeds them, but I've never seen it happen.
Alright, so I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this area a pasture. Just for my animals that I want in this area. That can be my pig. Turkey.
Oh, and you might want to leave the turkey out that has a name. There is one.
Alright. That one?
Yeah.
Why?
It's somebody's pet.
Oh.
Apparently.
Okay, someone has pet turkey. I'm good with that.
Pigs make pretty good pets. When you get a bunch of them, you might put a few up for adoption.
Sounds good. But for the time being, I'm just going to get this guy to work on existing, honestly. I'm also going to put in some more beds into the now completed rooms. These even have floors. All right. So, I would like to see how big a magma forge is. Does the entire building have to go over the top of the magma? Okay, so just like 2 blocks or something?
Where needs to go over lava, and then the rest of it you'll need to like uh put a floor down to let people get on it.
Right, so I think I have to mine this wall out to start.
I would recommend putting doors in that area before you mine it out. Doors that are magma safe, in case defecation hits the oscillation.
All right.
Do
Doors.
you have magma safe materials?
Hopefully.
No, I mean in like that room.
Not currently.
You don't have doors at all right now.
Not currently. Who makes my doors? Make bed, make plant. Why is no one making doors?
Or because you ran out of rocks. The granite doors.
I am going to open up a mine shaft to see what is around my fortress. There we go. That way he can just mine around and we'll see what's in the area, you know? We are still holding on to our one lovely viewer. He has been around for nearly 34 minutes. If you'd like to drop your name into the chat, just give any kind of chat in the purple platform, we would be more than happy to rename a dwarf. At least I would be happy to.
I would be happy to too. Don't leave me out of this.
But you're not playing, so. Oh, yeah. So, if you'd like, just like I said, drop a comment or a name or anything, and we'll be more than happy to.
If you want, there's no pressure.
Yeah. No pressure. Just if you want to drop a quick comment, and we will see about getting you a named dwarf. The last stream we did, we had a dwarf that was named Knight for the person that decided to come into our chat and stick for a long time. Think he watched.
Somebody failed at butchering. Miasma.
No. Forever make. I see. I don't like that it does that. If that one guy fails to make something,
Eventually, you'll get into work orders. When you get a little further into the fortress, you'll get into work orders, which means you can continuously say, if streets fall below 300, brew until it hits 500.
I need shields. Where can I find?
If then statements.
Yeah. I need shields. I think they might be called bucklers. Who would make things?
Carpenter.
Bucklers.
They don't do very much, but any armor is good armor, I guess.
Oh no, the dwarves caravan requested them for next year.
Oh, clever. You said caravan, and my brain went, it goes in the square hole.
Yeah, that's what we expect from your brain, honestly.
Yep.
So we need to make. We need a lava area, people. Why is there only one turkey in this room? Well, there's 3 turkeys in this room.
There's 3 turkeys and some worms.
Well, I have a feeling that'll be a problem. Why is there a cart here?
More importantly, why are all the turkeys there? Oh, they're bringing the turkeys in. Yeah, that would be. Blobbler.
Alrighty.
The stupid farm plot not done yet.
No one Quentin did it.
Annoyance.
Oh no, it's indeed. Okay, so what do we have?
I recommend you set up on that tall hallway, or make the long hallway, then go up and then go over. You should set up traps for when you break into the caverns.
Yeah.
And then you could have a mining level on some level to get enough rocks and stuff to get blocks.
That was gonna be this area, honestly.
Do it on a different level.
Okay. In that case, I'm just gonna make a hallway, and this will be the trap hall of doom. My dwarves will have a way of getting back out of this area, but nothing else will.
I think that's enough traps.
For now.
Also, you can make it 2 wide, which I would recommend, because if you're...
Now you tell me.
I mean, you know...
That's a joke, though. I don't know.
But if your military dwarves need to go down there quickly, or your civilians need to come up fast...
Yeah.
I like this miner. It's much more efficient than the other miner we had in the other fort.
Oh yeah, he went.
She kept digging zigzags.
Yeah, she had a intention to do that. We're not really sure about her, but she's
dead.
She's dead.
It doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, she's dead. We'll talk about that. All right, to heck with it.
At least do 1 piece so that if everything floods, you might be able to get walls up in time. That's chopping trees.
I noticed. Because this is open space.
Yeah, it should not flood.
It should not flood.
But I would recommend you watch it, not just let it sit.
Yeah. My minor dwarf hasn't even shown up yet. Chill.
apparently got distracted by something. Oh, there it goes again. It has not lavaed everywhere.
Alright, let's crank some spaces then. I want these on top priority, actually, please, if you wouldn't be so kind. I want to get these things open and get me a magma forge going.
And a magma smelter.
And a magma smelter. Excuse me? Someone has just become expedition leader.
Sometimes that happens without a death. Most of the time it happens with a death. You might want to see...
Has become a farmer, has become a expedition leader. Apparently they're just trading jobs back and forth.
No, both of those were Edom.
Yeah.
Only Moses became a farmer and an herbalist.
Mm-hmm.
Something's going weird.
Is odd. Let me check my dwarves.
And then see, click the dead or missing tab.
No.
Yeah. And in there, missing. Okay.
So she is the person that's supposed to be, I guess.
Who knows? This is Dwarf Fortress. Features or bugs here? Bugs or features here?
Yes. All right. I think my miner's not coming in yet.
He is coming. He just hasn't gotten there yet.
Yeah.
And then you'll make floors over the lava, preferably of something that does not
catch fire.
Catch fire. So granite would be good. And then you can remove floors to put.
Which of these stones doesn't catch fire?
What's that do with all the granite blocks? I wish the wiki would stop. I don't know what's happening. The wiki's being weird. Give me a second. Oh, that's that. Has a 9 in it. Magma Proof is not supposed to have a 9 in it. What stones do you have?
I don't know. Let's see. Blocks, I have granite.
Yeah, why isn't it looking at the granite?
I bet you it's made them into tradable blocks, whatever that was one time.
What other ones do you have?
Oh, hold on. It's not here. I found it last time in my other fortress. There was a all right, here you are. Magna safe. So I need something among these.
You have some bauxite. Cinnabar is not safe. Granite's not safe either?
Nope. Outside sandstone. need to talk. Alright, select to use in non-economic jobs. So I don't have anything that is non-economic. So, but here is what is the problem. Is that these stones are not available for non-economic jobs.
Just click it. Now it is available for non-economic jobs.
Yeah.
I would not use alabaster for that.
No, I would like to go with just the ones that are for magma safe. I don't really need any of the rest of this at this time.
I would recommend that you find your rocks that you're going to use and then specifically let that rock that you're going to use be non-economic, because otherwise you'll end up with platinum nuggets as your floor.
I tried to avoid that with like gold ore and things. So silver, this is for steel, tin ore. I'm gonna let that one stay. I'll take that one off. Iron I'll leave. No, it won't, because I got this guy down here. Magnetite, leave that one. Obsidian, I will leave obsidian. I left platinum and mithril, and I accepted zinc. Yeah. So I don't care if stuff is made out of these. They're the lesser stones to begin with. So now that I have that done, do I have the ability to make this thing now? Because Magmaforge. Need a magma safe anvil.
So you don't have an anvil right now.
Need magma safe building materials, non-ec item.
So you are gonna have to go mining.
Can I make an anvil? Anvil.
That's a different shop.
Who makes anvils?
One of the other metalsmithing shops.
The other metalsmithing. So there's Magforge, Metalsmith, Mechanics.
Try furnaces.
Who? Oh, furnaces.
I've seen it before. But yeah, you're basically gonna have to make a mine.
I'm gonna have to make a mine. Okay, I can work with that answer. So what I'm going to do to make your mining layer is I'm going to go in a corner of a room that I don't care too much about. Probably
I would recommend doing it at the end of the trap hole.
Probably this guy. Alright, at the end of the trap hall?
Yeah, and the trap hole does not need to be quite that long.
Alright, well, here we go. We are going to set mining downstairs and go down a layer. I'm actually going to go down 2.
Go a few more than that. Go like down like
4.
20.
What about the cavern layers?
At floor 20 should be okay. You should not have an issue with that.
Alright. Alright. It is heading down to floor 20. Just as needed. And now we are going...
Because then you have all of that area to mine out.
We are going to go from here. Nope. If I do that, it'll mine the stairs.
Don't mind all that out. You need a grid pattern, and you need to keep um some columns
Why?
because otherwise the roof will collapse. I'm not exactly sure how big it has to be for the roof to collapse, but you need some columns.
Okay.
Now you could erase like one line and then go down like by 5 or 10 and then make a line, and that should be okay.
Okay. So.
And I would recommend making the halls at least 2 wide.
No, you just told me after I'd already deleted like half a mile of tubing. I gotta go put it back.
And you can also just make them just vertical stripes.
I know. I don't feel like that though. Well, here we go. This is you watching me lose my damn mind. So this is apparently the boring part of Dwarf Fortress, where we just get to sit here and mine out weird pathways. So if your lovely commenter has any questions, feel free to fill them in now. I am available. Considering the next 14 minutes of my life, I'm probably going to be doing this. And 14 minutes is a fast estimate, honestly. What? Oh, wrong button. Yeah, I have a cycle about doing things, and I see this is why you do things one at a time. You start doing things other ways, and they start messing up. we are basically just going to carve ourselves a lovely piece of this mountain out. Which is a very odd thing to do. I do kind of wish it had a bigger purpose than mine. So at some point, this will be given a purpose. I'm not exactly sure what its purpose shall be, but at some point this will be given a purpose because, well, there's just no way I'm doing this much work for an area for me not to do something with it.
Usually you use the rest of the mines as one of the ways to keep your dwarves happy is to give them an art outlet. Well, you don't necessarily want all your dwarves crafting stuff, because they craft useful stuff. But you have them smooth out the mines, and engrave stuff in the mines. And it makes them happy. Doesn't matter that nobody sees it.
Alright, so this will be the Engravers Guild or something.
Mm-hmm.
Which I find neat enough in its own, so. Alrighty. Wrist itches. Should be my next dwarf's name. Take a toothless style approach to this.
What was your population at a little bit ago?
12,
Okay.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
Might have been 13.
Okay, if it was 13, two people have died. Somebody died.
Yeah.
I can't math.
Well, right at the moment where that person said she became an expedition leader,
Mm-hmm.
I thought we had 13 before. And then all of a sudden we had 12. But I'm not sure. Because I'm not a smart person and did not keep track fully of all of my dwarf numbers. Look, we have over 100 food and we have 200 drink at this moment. So we're doing good so far. As far as I'm concerned, we are doing better than any of my other fortresses have. Considering that that is one, and it got taken out by a marsh titan. Not salty.
Guinea pig of marshes.
You wanna know what's hilarious though? I think I turned the combat settings for Titans to 0, which could mean as long as there is an AI running the fort, that thing will never attack. But the moment that anyone inhabits a fort, like a player comes in, it might start attacking. I might have made a Dwarf Fortress world that's impossible for you to play. The AI can run beautifully, but I'm not sure if we can actually play it. I feel sorry for the one person in chat that has to wait and watch me dig out a cube in the ground for 20 minutes. Because I feel sorry for me digging out the cube in the ground for 20 minutes.
Cube flavored.
And I'm doing something. Okay, I'm just going to say this. For not planning it at all and ending up with a too wide strip in the middle, that's cool looking.
Yeah.
Alright, so now I need to make it so that a dwarf that decides to come and actually do this digging doesn't die. Because if you get stuck all the way out here at this corner, you're done. So I'm going to link these things together just a little bit. By just occasionally doing a tunnel all the way across. So that my one poor miner doesn't straight up die. Alright, that's enough linking to help him get around if he needs to. When he needs to. Alright, God bless you, dwarf. You're gonna need it. Look at him. He just made ground fall.
You got it, little buddy. Well, now if you have annoying dwarves, you can sentence them to the mines.
Here's what I am gonna do, though. I am going to grab this guy here. Oh, I love the little miner dwarf, if I can. Yep, and we are going to name him. Because he needs a name.
And name him after our single visitor and say name him the Singularity.
I'm gonna name him One. I'm gonna name him Uno. Uno. Alright, that's his name. He is Uno.
Yes.
Well, this guy is going to be a cavern maker. Basically, if he manages to complete
The
all of
fourth
this,
cavern layer.
yeah, if he manages to make this entire grid cut out, he gets he gets to be among the forgotten beasts and titans in legend because he managed to dig out an entire new cavern layer, permanently changing the realm's biomes.
Cavern flavored.
Cavern flavored. I make something sound dramatic, she makes something sound stupid. Perfect team.
Yep. Yeah, the flavor thing tends to be a flavor thing. I don't know why I say it.
No one knows why you say it. I don't know why you say it. I've been dating you for 3 years now, and I still don't know why you say it. But it's funny, and I love you, so I'm good with dealing with a little bit of crazy. In the meantime, how is the fortress going? We have no plants, no seeds, and it is early spring. Did this farmland ever get... No. It never got constructed. This farmland here never got constructed. Score for the worst project, apparently. All right, we have also left this beautiful lava pool right here open this entire time. And nothing. It doesn't care. So good on you, lava, for not trying to kill me. All right, so what can I do? Do I have lava safe bricks yet? Because I was hoping that while I was off in the Neverlands of the back rooms back there, trying to get stuff put up, that they would have gotten a few things done. All right, so we're going to give them right to use closest material. We're going to zoom in a little bit because I don't want to be that far out. That has a bed. Bed. All these places have beds. They just need some doors. Do I have enough beds? Have I made enough beds? I think I can stop the bed production just for a time. In the meantime, we will put there. Do we need any more doors? We need plenty more doors. We are going to take a moment here. Is this door safe? Okay.
Either that side or day side, probably. Does not look like it.
Alrighty. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to make sure that our bedrooms, because we now have quite a few more bedrooms actually.
Bedroom flavored.
All of these bedrooms are actually available now.
It's flavored.
So we do have quite a few decent bedrooms ready for going. I would like to go in here just for a moment. other, no, labor, kitchen, and take off eggs. Alright, I'd like to see if there's anything we can do with these while we're here. And I probably have to go to the tanner, which is not available. It is yet. I would like the rest of these shops to be finished. And it is the season, once again, Dwarf. We have another migrant wave. The fortress attracts no migrants this season.
What happens when you're in the middle of nowhere? I don't really think you are.
I don't think I am. I just don't think they like me. Well, fine. Let them be. I still want to get magma going. I really would like to see if I can't get any form of just magma going at this time. So at this point, unfortunately, I really don't know what else to do. I'm not sure really what my dwarves are doing. Sleep, cut gem, make rock door. Construct building, shearing a ram, make a rock crafts, and then constructing a building. Okay, so, not doing bad, honestly. We do need some more logs, I am finding out. So I am going to get our woodcutter back into practice out front of the fortress and just ask him to go clear cut some logs for us. Especially that guy. I'm gonna see if I can't clear this field here. Yeah. Couple. The name turkey has aged up to a turkey hen. Now an adult in its prime. Good for it.
Turkey flavored.
Turkey flavored, indeed. I am going to open this up. I'm going to say that they can go ahead and do bone crafts as well. I would like to see a couple of interesting things. I am going to see if I can't get somebody to make some barrels, because I think I'm out of barrels once again. We do have wood coming into the fortress, I do believe. So we should start getting some wood in. Just sitting there. Need logs. We should have logs coming up. Shouldn't we? We have a stockpile for logs and things. Apparently. Oh my goodness. Interesting. There should be some tree chopping done fairly soon. I do have a tree chopping door. And I'm going to make you just do tree chopping because I desperately need some logs out here, sir. So I'm going to send you off to do tree chopping. Red sand. Well, that's quite pretty. Perhaps we have a craftable ability soon enough. Sooner than we thought. So, we should be well on our way. You still need them to make barrels. I'm hoping we get some wood in here in the next few moments. Okay. I see the problem. This right here is the problem. I didn't tell them what to make floors out of. How do I get rid of this? Cancel construction. Do you know a faster way to do this?
You might be able to go into the mining area, and then you see the thing that says remove building? The staircase with the X over it? That one? Other than that, no.
So basically what has happened, as it turns out, is that when I didn't approve an exact floor for them, they decided to make the floor out of whatever they had. Which is my fault, but at the exact same time, come on, people. And when they decided to do this, that included wood.
Yeah.
I was hoping it was going to be stone. But no, they made a bunch of wood floors. So that's the reason we have so much problem with wood, is because they decided to make floors out of stone, out of wood. So I would still like floors, but I would like to tell you what to make it out of now. Because apparently you can't be trusted to make that decision. All right. This right here, blue stone, is nice and pretty and good for what we want. So I'm going to take a lot of you and just make floors out of you. We are still holding at one viewer of the stream, so I do believe we still have somebody in here watching us. Again, if you do feel like popping in and just saying hi, we do appreciate it. However, if you don't feel like, no pressure. All right. That should fix that little problem. As for you, I would like you to actually build this thing, if you wouldn't mind. So, all right. So, we are getting into late spring now. We still do not have any seeds, and that is still a large worry for me, but we seem to be doing okay. I'm interested in how the farmer's workshop has gone. What are all of my dwarves doing? Planting seeds, planting spinning, spinning thread. Sleeping, eating. Doing plants, constructing a building, making a rock door, making a rock craft. So this is a list of our beautiful animals. As you can see here, we have added a total of 4, it looks like, lambs to our trade. We have a kitten, but it only appears that we have 1. I was hoping that we would have more cats. We have 4 piglets up here. Our turkeys have not produced anything yet. We do have a stray reindeer bull, and stray donkey, and stray water buffalo calf. So we do have a good amount of pets. Our dwarves seem mostly happy, except for this one weaponsmith here that's constructing a building. But other than that, everyone seems to be happy so far. So all in all, seems to be running quite well. Now, these walls right now. Burrows. Husband might be interesting. What do high traffic areas do?
It tells the dwarves to that is a good place to go. It's a good route.
Okay. All right. So the dwarf seems relatively happy, and the fortress seems to be going well. I do wish to take a peek down, deep below the earth, all the way to level 20. See how this dude's doing. He has apparently chosen the oddest way to mine possible, which is go out here and then make a J. But you can't blame his determination. He has indeed decided that he's going to get this done. And so, Uno, the Cavern Maker, continues his desperate search to expand his cavern and etch his name into the history books. In the meantime, we have a bunch of crazy people up here who don't seem to know how to do anything. Can't get them to build stuff, can't get them to tear stuff down. Harvesting plants, moving items stockpile. No job. We're going to take you off of just tree chopping. Making a rock door, planting seeds, sleeping. See all of these. Oh, perfect. And I'm going to allow some more. There are still logs to be chopped. Anyways. We seem to be doing quite well, dwarves. We may have our ups and downs, but as of yet, we are still making a heck of a try at this little fortress thing. Now then. We have a stray ewe that has become an adult. The animal has grown. All right, folks, I would say that this fortress has been successfully set up. I think I'm going to wait until the trading in the 1st of autumn. Actually, no, I think I'm going to leave it here. Early summer. This lovely place is working out. We have a volcano ready for us. Ready for our magma smelting and our future crafts. We have many things in the works, dwarves. I am interested to see what we'll do next. Now then, I am going to go and check on the other fort, which means I have to retire this fort for just a couple of minutes. Time will indeed pass, and a few things may change. But I am going to retire this fort for the time being. Just simply because I want to go look at the other fort. My first fortress. The one that I built. It has grown, apparently, according to the current year's world map, to a fortress of over or approximately 100 dwarves. And if that's the truth, then this should be an interesting fortress. An interesting return to the old. So we're going to take a quick glance in on these beautiful dwarves and see how they're doing. And then after that, I do believe I'll be turning the stream over If she would like to continue the stream after I have gotten off, she can, but I am nearing the end of my playable rope, so to speak. I just want to check in on this other fort real quick.
I'm kind of cold, tired, and hungry.
Alright, she's cold, tired, and hungry. That's a bad combination. So, we'll get her some warmth in her and some food in her. Maybe a little bit of sleep, too. Now then, let's go look. Now, as you can see, there is a bit of time passing, and this is what I meant right here. I'm not exactly sure why it's doing this, but whenever you retire and come back to a fort like this, a couple of weeks go by. And I suppose that's fine enough. It was midsummer. I shouldn't miss the trading in late autumn, or early autumn. That should be here in Limestone. So even if I just take a couple of minutes to look in at the fort, I shouldn't miss anything. They did make it to over 100 dwarves, so it should be quite the interesting. Should be quite the interesting return. We are going to reclaim a retired fort, and this is where we have some fun here. So I did both of these forts, the infallible and the mini trades. However, I'm going to focus on this one right here, the infallible bloody amp. All right, dwarf, your fortress has been revisited. All right, so as you can see, this is the aftermath of our volcano that has apparently receded.
Maybe. It may be about to just go again.
It is still bubbling, but it looks like it has stopped at the top at 71.
No, it has not.
No, it has not.
You made it erupt again.
I may have made this thing erupt again. Well, this fortress has survived it once. It can handle it again.
It survived it like 4 times.
It survived it like 4 times. So let's see what you've changed, you beautiful dwarves. Not a thing. In fact, there's still only 7 people, and they haven't touched anything. Which makes me wonder if anything at all has changed, and if they have killed the large cat. No, they have not. The Marsh Titan, Grisbiz the Hairy. Kisbiz, sorry.
Yeah.
Kisbiz the Hairy. So basically this poor fortress right here is done for. Because of this Marsh Titan, anytime I log back into this fortress, all that will simply happen is that it will come and try to kill me. So I do believe that this fortress is indeed permanently gone. And I am going to just abandon this fortress to ruin. At a certain point, it's just time to let the fortress go. It might have been my first, but it shall not be my last. Good luck, you dwarves. May you find places to settle and better fortresses, hopefully away from your local swamp titan.
Swamp titans, they're bad for your health.
Yes, it's been bad for these people's health multiple times.
I have a question. Do you realize you've changed accents?
No.
You changed accents like an hour ago.
Well, thanks. Now that you pointed it out, I'm self-conscious.
It's not a bad accent, if that makes you feel better.
It does. Anyways, you wonderful people, and thank you to the one viewer that has stuck around for oh so long. We will be ending the stream now. If you liked our content, feel free to look around the rest of our page. We do have other content. She's done several Minecraft streams, and I have done several Starfield streams. That game's a little bit more up my alley. However, that is just a suggestion. Feel free to stick around and subscribe to the channel.